friend Shadow Wolf Gaming 489. Make sure you check out his channel. He's an awesome YouTuber. Thank you for all the guys that have supported me this far, and if y'all have any requests for videos that y'all want me to do, or any different stuff, or if y'all want more story times, leave that in the comment section and I will do that. Any requests, come on, bring it. Okay, so don't piss yourself, Shadow.
Hold on.
Don't piss yourself this show. It's not good for content. Oh, I have a message.
Anyway, guys, it's Shadow here today with another life story time, whatever we're gonna rename the series because. And I'm back with Mr.G today. Yeah, we're gonna do another video today, so like 3 story times in a day. Yeah, we have a lot of story times because our lives are full of shit. Like, Mr.G Gamers are like a dick, like collection compilations of everything. So he's gonna be telling a story. Was it a scary story? I don't know what's about or anything.
It's a scary story.
It's gonna be a scary story. So I'm braced myself. You guys get ready for this because it's probably gonna be good.
It's a scary story.
Yeah. Oh, and gameplay provided today is by Fallout 4, and I will be starting it up on my channel. But tell me, guys, if you want me to continue off where I am already, or start a new world. Because if I have to start a new world, you know what, I'm fine with that. Get you guys from the beginning, whatnot. But I've already got like sweet, like I've already got like everything already. So I do come videos like that, you know. I don't know, whatever. The compilations, anyway. Let's get to you, Mr. Gamer.
Alright, so this all took place at my grandmother's house, and my grandma's 59 right now, and she has cancer, so yeah, she's not in the best condition, which sucks. But my at her house, she has a pretty small house, and I slept in the guest room always. But the guest room, it was pretty much my room at her house. And the guest room, it had a queen size bed and a dresser directly in front of it. This dresser had a little doll on it. Yes, the story involves a doll. Shadow, you're so quiet when you do stories.
I know.
I know. But
cut off myself.
this little doll, it was supposed to be a doll of me, even though this thing was like really creepy. It was like a porcelain doll. And it was like really detailed. It has eyelashes and everything. But me and my other good friend, I've known since 3rd grade, when he would come over there, one day he said he walked into the room and he thought he saw it blink. So I was like, dude, you're crazy. It's just a doll. It's not alive. Well, I ended up walking into the room after that to go and get my phone that I left in there, and I looked over at the doll and it blinked. At this moment in time, I was scared shitless. Like, I had no clue what to do. And that doll scared the piss out of me. It not only did it blink, but it slightly turned its head, and when it saw me, it stopped moving. Like, completely. So what I did was I walked out of the room, and I was like in awe because I didn't believe what was happening. I had no clue. I just didn't understand it. And so I walked back in. Sorry, Luis, I'm doing a video right now. I can't talk.
Yeah, bro, like, mute yourself.
Yeah. You can listen, just mute yourself. And I have to sleep in that room. So I went back to the room, like, that night, and I was going to go to sleep. And I always remember, I had the craziest fucking dreams in that room. And the doll would always be on the dresser in those dreams. So that's what made it even stranger. Is that I always knew that the doll was there. And it might not be watching me at that certain point in time, but it was there. And that's what made it creepy. So I go to bed that night, and I had this weird dream. And I'm like, it takes place, and I'm looking at myself in the bed. And all of a sudden, like, my brain warps into my body. Like, my vision goes into my body from where that dream was. And what happens is, like, it feels like I was falling. But when I looked at it, my body was stretching. Like, it was like becoming like elastic and stretching out and touching the ceiling from the bed. I was still like touching the bed, but part of my body was touching the ceiling. And dude, it was so creepy because like I could feel it. Like it felt like I could happening to me. And it was like I was trying not to like fall. Because that's what it felt like. I felt like I was like falling when it really was like it was supposed to be the sensation of me like being stretched to the ceiling. It was just creepy as fuck. So I wake up, and the first thing I saw, or the first thing I thought I saw, was the doll literally. That's the first thing I thought I saw. And then I blinked and freaked out and like started hyperventilating, and it wasn't there. Holy hell, I was freaking out at this point. Like, this shit was scary. Like, I'm pretty scared of ghosts, but I'm used to this kind of stuff because I've been put in these kind of scary ass situations a lot. So, I mean, it didn't bother me. Well, this was a long time ago, so that's why it bothered me a lot more. Now, since I've gone through a lot of these situations, it's not really as bad as it used to be. And, so this shit is creepy. And she has like 3 other little porcelain kind of dolls. And these dolls are actually a lot smaller, and they sit on a little shelf in not in the living room. It's like in a hallway coming from the living room. And so I went to go get a cup of water because I was freaking out and hyperventilating and shit by that time. So I went to go get a cup of water. And freaking, as I was going to get the cup of water, I looked at the shelf where the 3 little smaller ones were. And the 3 little smaller elves, what they did was, it wasn't they're moving. Like, I looked at them and they're in a certain position. Like one was like standing, like waving. The other one was like in fetal position, and the other one was like something else. And then I walked back to my room and I looked at the elves again as I was walking back, and they were in completely different positions as what they were when I looked the first time. So I rubbed my eyes, of course, because all this crazy shit's happening, and I'm like freaking out, having like psychedelic nightmares. And I look at them, and they're in a different position from what I just saw them at. And then you know what happens? I swear, this house is like haunted hardcore now. But what happened is the elves, they all turned and looked, or not elves, they're like little dolls, but they looked like elves. They all turned and looked directly at me, and they raised their little hands and pointed at me. And I straight up swatted them straight off the shelf and ran back to my room and ducked under the covers like any other little kid would.
But what about the one on your shelf?
The one on my shelf? I didn't even pay attention to it. I ducked under the covers, and I wish that it like never happened. Just, I imagine It was like the boogeyman thing. Safe under the covers. If I'm out of the covers, I'm gonna die. So I did that, and I stayed like paranoid the whole night until I woke up in the morning, and everything was back to normal. Nothing was out of place. It was like it never happened.
Anything like ever happened in that house?
I don't stay in that room at that house. Literally, I will sleep outside. I would rather sleep outside than in that room. Like, I literally got a cot, and she has like a porch that's like fenced, like it has like the it's like blocked in. Yeah, I'll sleep out there on a cot because I don't want to sleep in that fucking room.
You would rather sleep out there while the rapey staring at you in the darkness than be in that room.
Yeah, because that room was like holy shit balls.
I'd just be like, Granny, this is gonna sound weird, but
she wouldn't believe me.
I'm sleep with you tonight.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like tell me to tell her about the thing. I'm like, she wouldn't believe me because my family doesn't like to believe me with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'd be like, Grandma, you got some unholy ghost up in this?
Like, you got some like crazy freaky ass shit up in here.
You gotta call.
You know, you get some like exorcist in here, fix this shit up.
Get some exorcists up in here. Seems like she still lives in that house, right?
Yep. She got rid of the doll though. She did get rid of the doll though. So I think it's all better now. Because I asked her to. I was like, one day I was like, hey, I call her Nanny because that's what I've like grown up calling her. I said, hey Nanny, this doll's really creepy and I can't sleep with it in the room. And she's like, but it's a doll of you. Or it's supposed to be a doll of you. I'm like, no, it's still creepy. I don't like it. So she ended up getting rid of it. I think she gave it to one of her sisters. So now it's in their house.
Well,
What?
Their own personal hell.
Yeah, they can have their own little hell. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that shit.
Be here, pretend that never happened. Jesus.
Y'all can live in y'all's own little fucking crazy ass shit. I'm gonna like, not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, not pretend. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. I can just imagine the fear going through your head.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think about. I was a little bit less than 11. I think it was like 10 or 9.
Bro, what's with all this stuff going on in your life?
I know, I have all this creepy ass shit that happens to me. I don't know why.
Just counting down.
Oh, that just reminded me of the craziest story that happened at my other grandma's house. I'll have to save that for the next story time.
Yep, well, that'll be for the next video, I guess.
So yeah, creepy ass doll. Don't like it.
You got anything else you want to add about the doll?
It's gone and I'm glad it's gone.
This.
Yeah, also, it has a little stand to hold it up because it's like porcelain, so it can't stand right. One day when I walked in there, the stand was gone and it was just standing there. Perfectly fine. Yeah. Imagine that. That one, I barely noticed that, and it didn't really faze me because I wasn't thinking about it. Like, that was one of those things, like, it's always like that, and I just now noticed that, so it didn't really look different. And, yeah. Now that I realize that, it's actually really, really fucking creepy.
I don't even know what to say to that. Well, I guess that's this story time.
Yep.
Yeah. If you guys liked it, comment, show some support for Mr.G Gamer. Like and comment on this video. And, again, tell me guys you want to see Fallout 4. Like, in the background, like I know when I was like recording this stuff in the background. like there was nothing going on, but I didn't want to use it. I was like, whatever, you know. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one, and later, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If y'all liked it, make sure y'all give it a like and subscribe. Don't forget, check out my good friend Shadow Wolf Gaming 489. He's an awesome YouTuber. And if y'all have any requests for stuff that y'all want me to do on certain games that I have, I will be continuing my other games. But if y'all have any requests that y'all want me to do on certain games that I have, or certain games that you want me to get, make sure you leave that in the comment section below. I will check it out and I will get back to you. So thanks for all of y'all that have supported me, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.